Did you leave a used condom on our bed? What is wrong with you?
What? No! Why would I even use one of those myself? Why are you accusing me?
Oh, it wasn't you, was it? Then I suppose it's one of these men you've been seeing. I can't take this anymore. You're useless around the house and you can't even stay faithful. I want a divorce.
Jackson, calm down. You're not making any sense. I really don't know what you're talking about. I think you're jumping to conclusions.
Yeah, that's what I thought until I found this near my pillow. I have some proof now someone else has been in our home. You were too lazy to even hide all the evidence and clean up after yourselves. You're pathetic. Get out of my house.
Are you sure that's not yours?
Yeah, of course I am. It's the wrong size.
Is it like too big or?
No, of course that's not it, you idiot. Are you trying to mock me? It's way too small to be mine.
Ah, okay, my bad.
You don't have the right to make fun of me. Not after you betrayed me like this.
I haven't cheated on you. I haven't been seeing anyone else, let alone bringing them into our house. If it's not yours, then someone must have come into our house uninvited, maybe even a break-in.
What a ridiculous lie. Just own up to it already. Why the heck would someone do that?
I don't know. But I'm telling the truth. It wasn't mine. I'm a bit freaked out. What if they're still in the house? We should report this.
No, wait. I don't want this reported. Do you know how embarrassing that would be? What if my boss or one of my coworkers heard about this? And about what kind of wife I've been putting up with? Don't make a big fuss about this.
I don't want to be dramatic, but what if something was stolen? And if they didn't break the windows or locks, they must have gotten in with a key or something, right? We need to find out who it is so they don't do it again.
There was no one breaking in except the men you let inside my house. Own up to it already.
Why are you so sure it's my fault? I haven't done anything, but you're determined to think I've done something?
If someone broke in, we'd know. Like you said, no windows were broken. And besides, that stupid cat of yours would have started meowing up a storm for sure if a stranger came in. There's literally no proof someone broke in. But there's proof that you did this.
Snowflake is scared of strangers and she doesn't really make any noise anyway. If someone unfamiliar came in, she'd probably just hide and keep quiet. She's not a guard dog.
Yeah, right. Do you know how many times that thing has attacked me? I got scratch marks all over me. That furball is far from being shy or scared of anything.
Well, she doesn't really like you in particular. She used to be scared of you too, remember? But you manhandle her a lot and step on her tail when you're not paying attention. So she loses her temper with you quickly, I think.
Oh, stop with the excuses. It is over. I already have the evidence. I have more than just what I found this morning, so give it up.
What?
I dug through our trash a few days ago. I found a receipt from some cafe I'd never heard of. After looking it up online, I found out it's inside a hotel.
Oh, the Winston Cafe? That's where I went to meet up with a client for wedding planning.
Someone with a face like yours could never go somewhere so fancy. After seeing what you look like, they'd realize you have no experience in relationships and run away.
You don't have to look good to plan weddings. I'm not the one getting married. Why would they care what I look like?
If some happy and cute couple tried to hire you, it would ruin the entire thing. You'd bring the mood down. Everyone would think it was a funeral when you were done with it.
Jackson, we've been dating for 5 years, and you were the one that proposed to me? Our wedding went fine, so why are you suddenly horrified by my looks? Is it because you're angry about this break-in?
I only married you because I had no choice in the first place. Besides, I felt bad for you. You'd never get anyone else. Consider it a sympathy marriage.
You're kidding me, right? You did not just say that to me.
Forget about it. There's something more important anyway. You need to tell me about this man you're seeing. Since he's good enough to ruin everything we've built, I'm sure he must be perfect. And don't try to change the subject again.
You're just jumping to conclusions again. It was just a receipt, and I told you what I was doing.
I can't believe this. What about those business trips you've had to take, huh? When you left for a week last month for a trip, were you just actually staying with this man?
No, of course I'm not. How would I even get away with a lie like that? You can contact my company yourself and find out I'm telling the truth.
No, they might be in on it and lie too. I wouldn't put it past you to lie to them either. You got all of your work done beforehand and acted like you were doing the work on this trip, right? That way, even your work wouldn't suspect a single thing.
That's literally not what happened, though. You're really making some wild stories here. I can't even think of a way to respond.
You can't think of anything to say because you have no more excuses that you can use. I've called it out, and now you're panicking. It is over for you. You don't need to say anything else. A filthy woman like you doesn't deserve my time.
You're not even listening to me. You're just ranting and going off on your own tirade and ignoring everything I'm telling you. How am I supposed to convince you that I'm not lying?
I am not paying any attention to you because I know it's nothing but lies anyway. I don't associate with cheaters. You have no right to live in this house anymore. I want you and that god-awful cat of yours out of the house immediately.
My name is Natalie and I'm 28 years old. My husband Jackson and I have been married for over 2 years now, but we've lived together much longer. We'd been dating for about 5 years before we got married. I also had my adorable little cat, Snowflake, by the time I'd moved in. Jackson works for a pretty good company, so we live in a pretty safe neighborhood. I've never felt in danger or unsafe, and we even have a security system set up. I never thought something like this would happen. Did someone really get into our house? I want to run home and search the house. I mean, what if they're still in there? They could hurt Snowflake. Unfortunately for me, there's nothing I can do about it myself. I'm currently in another state on a business trip and I'm not scheduled to come back home for another 3 days. I told Jackson to report this to the police so we can have someone look into how they bypassed the security system. But it went in one ear and out the other, it seems. He just brushed me off every time with an excuse and has no intention of filing a report anytime soon. He's got it stuck in his head I've cheated on him, and nothing I'm doing is changing his mind. I wish the situation could have been solved easily, but there was much more to come, and even more secrets to be revealed.
There, I got the divorce papers from the court. You're not the woman I once knew. Our marriage is over.
Wait, what? What are you doing, Jackson?
Don't you remember what you wrote yourself in our nuptial agreement? If either of us are caught cheating, then it's an instant divorce.
I remember writing that, yeah. But I already told you that didn't happen. You don't have any proof. How could you go behind my back and do this?
Because you're nothing but a filthy, cheating liar.
I'm telling you. You've made a mistake. I haven't done anything.
You're still gonna pretend nothing happened? I didn't want to do this the hard way, but of course you're too stubborn to be nice about this.
We've been together for so long. We're married, for God's sake. Can you not have at least a little faith in me? You won't even consider the idea that it's someone else. Why won't you believe me?
We're not married anymore. I can't trust anything you say. You should be ashamed of yourself. You are disgusting.
Please stop insulting me. You're acting horrible.
Your face looks like it's been dragged through garbage anyway. It's not like I'm losing much by getting rid of you. It's enough to make me want to vomit just by looking at it. I'm surprised that there's anyone out there that would even want to be with you.
Okay, I get it. If it's really how you feel, then splitting up probably is best for both of us. I don't want to be with someone who says things like that to me.
Oh, glad you finally understand, you idiot. Pack your stuff, and I want you out by the end of the day.
What? You want me to leave today?
Of course, I'm not letting someone like you stay in my house. You deserve to live on the streets with the rest of the rats.
I mean, I'll do my best, I guess. But I'm still on the way home. Considering the traffic, I don't know if I'll even be home by the end of today.
I don't care. Figure it out. It is not my problem anymore. If you don't get your belongings by the end of the day, I'm throwing it all outside on the curb.
Can you please just be patient and wait? You're gonna have to hold on to Snowflake regardless. It's hard to find apartments around here that accept pets. I'll need a couple days to look around and apply.
Don't worry about that. That's already taken care of.
What do you mean?
I threw that thing out days ago. It's off somewhere in the streets now.
You what?
I drove it to some forest area and tossed it in. It's a little bit out of town, so I doubt it'll find its way back home.
You threw her out? You're just saying that to upset me, right? You wouldn't do that to an animal.
Nope, that's what you get for hurting me. Now you can find an apartment much easier, so hurry up and get out of my house.
What the hell were you thinking, Jackson? Snowflake is an indoor cat. She's not even allowed outside unless she's in her carrier. She has no idea how to fend for herself. How could you?
All she does is scratch me and make noise. I don't need that in my house. I've wanted to throw that thing out forever. Finally, I got the chance.
Everything in that house is filthy because of you anyway. If you want to clean up the place, maybe look at your own stuff first.
You're just salty because you lost. You can insult me all you want. It doesn't change what happened. I'll be the bigger man here and not insult you.
You've got plenty of garbage in the house you could have dealt with instead. Like, what do you plan on doing with all those boxes of random crap you bought on Amazon and never even opened? You're basically a hoarder.
Look, I only let that fur ball in because you refused to move in without it. I'll let it stay for a little bit, but I have no use for it. It is your own fault for going behind my back like that.
I didn't. And that's beside the point. How could you just take her in the woods like that? It's not her fault this happened.
She'll figure out what to do. She can live a nice life out in the wild like cats are supposed to.
She's lived inside her entire life. She doesn't know how to hunt or fend for herself. We need to find her quickly before she gets hurt.
Oh, stop freaking out over a stupid animal. You're being so dramatic.
I'm not overreacting. Snowflake is part of my family. She's basically my child.
Well, you both suck, so I guess you do belong together. You've been acting down in the dumps lately. It is depressing. I knew something was up. Maybe I should throw you out into the forest with her.
I can't believe this.
Well, it's not my problem anymore. Good luck searching for that dumb thing, I guess. Although I hope you don't find it. You don't deserve that. Did you find the flea bag yet? Is it dead? Did that thing finally kick the bucket?
Snowflake is okay. I found her on the side of the road. She was overheated and seemed really hurt, so I had to take her to the vet though. She'll have to stay there for a few days to make sure she eats and drinks enough.
Oh, you found it? Gross. That thing is more resilient than I thought.
Stop talking about her like that. I was searching everywhere for her. I was so worried something happened to her. She could have been hit by a car, or what if another cat attacked her?
Don't make me think about that. It is too funny. I'm imagining you running around the town looking for a dumb cat.
If I didn't find her in time, she could have died. It's too hot outside for her. She could have had heat stroke. I don't know what I'd do if I lost her right now.
Why would I care about that? Neither of you are my concern anymore, so I don't care.
Are you a sociopath or something? You never show any sympathy. Could you at least pretend to care that she was hurt?
Hey, it's not like you're any better. All you care about is that dumb cat. You never cared about me at all.
Are you serious?
You would throw away everything for that thing. I mean, you basically did. You lost everything else so that you could look for her, right?
Lost everything? What are you talking about?
Your stuff. Don't you remember? God, you're an idiot. I threw away your stuff.
What?
I said if you didn't get it all out here by the end of the day, I'd take care of it. Not my fault that you forgot. It's your own fault for doing this in the first place.
Wait, you seriously threw my stuff outside?
Of course, I told you I would, didn't I? I threw it all out. Everything you brought when you moved in, your books and all. And of course, all the furniture and electronics you bought since then too.
You're seriously unhinged if you actually got rid of all of that stuff.
You could have come and picked it up earlier, but you were too worried about a pet to listen to the warnings I gave you.
Of course she was gonna be my priority. I already told you she's my baby. I can't live without her, especially right now.
And I told you I didn't care. You could have just waited a little bit and picked up your stuff like I told you to. Then after that, you could have gone to look for her.
I was too worried to do something like that. I told you she already seemed hurt when I found her. I couldn't have left her any longer than that. I don't want to accuse you, but oh, screw it. Have you been planning on getting rid of Snowflake for a long time?
Sorta, yeah. I don't like it in my house. You got a problem with that?
You're absolutely horrible. How can you take the most important thing in my life and throw it away like that? You just wanted to hurt me, right?
Stop relying on an animal to keep you happy. If you stopped babying it, this wouldn't be a problem in the first place, you stupid idiot.
I hate you so much. You're nothing but a coward. You can't own up to a mistake, so you're doing everything you can to hurt me? A real man would never do something like this.
Who cares? Go live on the streets with her for all I care. Finally, the truth comes out. I saw a man come into your hotel room for lunch. Bet you didn't think I'd be watching you, huh? I finally have proof you've been cheating on me.
Why are you spying on me? That was my coworker. We're working on a project together.
Oh, stop lying. Just give it up already. I have photos to prove it. And don't think I'm just gonna leave you and forget about this. I am suing you for cheating on me. I've already talked to my lawyer about this. Prepare yourself, cheater.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
What are you talking about? You come to beg for my forgiveness or something?
Actually, no. I have proof that you've been cheating. And I also plan on suing you for, well, so many things, to be honest.
Oh, I see how it is. You're still gonna pretend you didn't do anything wrong? I can't believe you're still playing dumb. And now you're accusing me to cover it up? You are pathetic.
I'd watch what you say from now on. This is all gonna be used as evidence in court.
Now get over yourself.
I'm surprised you managed to hide it from me for so long. I honestly had no idea. And to think you've been friends with them since university. That's a long time, huh? You've probably been dating them longer than me, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And to make things even worse, I've met her. You introduced me to your friend at our wedding. I remember her face. She's your manager's daughter, right?
Wait, how the heck would you know that?
I have proof you've been bringing her over a lot too. Every time I left, you brought her in to hang out.
You don't have any proof for that. How would you even find that out?
I have baby cameras set up around the house. I use them to keep an eye on Snowflake when I'm not home. It caught basically everything.
Baby cameras? Why would you have those?
You've never been a fan of Snowflake, so I'm always worried you'll hurt her. I put some around the house without telling you just in case something happened.
Did you seriously put cameras in the house? No, you're joking, right?
She never really goes in the living room, so I never check the cameras there. I guess I know why now. She has always been afraid of strangers, after all. But I decided to check them after all of this, and that's how I found out. I'm shocked, to say the least.
Well, you can't just record me like that without asking me. You coward.
You're the coward here. Not only did you cheat on me, but you tried to place the blame on me? And then on top of that, you tried to sue me over it?
This is ridiculous. I can't believe you would put cameras in our house. I just want to be able to divorce you quickly. It would be a pain for me to try and split our stuff in court. Like, we'd have to split everything equally. And they always make the guys pay to support the woman after. It was an easy way to stop that. Can you blame me?
Yes! How stupid are you? That doesn't make any sense.
No one would make me support you if it turned out you cheated on me. And I shouldn't have to pay you anyway. Sure, it was a lie, but it was the only way to make things fair.
It's not your decision to make, Jackson. You don't get to decide what's fair. That's why there's laws in the first place. And you can't just lie to get what you want.
Well, it would have been fine if you didn't set up those cameras. Almost everything went perfectly. But no, you had to go and be an idiot.
God, you're unbelievable. I have a hard time believing people like you even exist. You're so selfish. This goes without saying, but I'm going to be absolutely dragging you through the courts for this.
Whatever, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna start a new life with her anyway. If it'll get you out of my hair, then I'll pay whatever you want.
Oh, speaking of your little girlfriend, I let your manager know about what happened.
Why would you do that?
Well, this affects him too, being her father and all, so I thought I'd let him know.
Is that all you told him? You didn't say anything weird, did you?
Well, I went ahead and showed him the footage I have of you two.
Why would you do that? If he sees that, he's gonna make us break up. Or even worse, what if he fires me?
Well, the footage alone isn't good proof, since it could be from before or after we broke up.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, this is fine.
But there's timestamps on the camera footage to prove it's when we were together.
Does that change anything?
Of course it does! Besides the fact it proves you were cheating on me, it proves you were goofing off on company time. You were supposed to be at work, but instead you were at home boinking the boss's daughter. And you lied about running errands, right?
Yeah, I did.
After showing him everything, I think he understood the situation very well. He said he didn't want someone like that in his company.
No, you're lying. I can't lose my job.
Oh, and the text messages prove you threw my stuff out as well. So I'll be asking for compensation for all of those as well. And since you took my cat, I'm filing a report for theft.
Ugh, you're gonna take everything I have? You're a monster.
Not any more than you.
I can't do this. Fine, let's just stop this whole divorce talk. I'll break up with her. It's better than paying all of this garbage. We can start over, okay? I'll even do marriage counseling like you've been asking me to. We can start again with a clean slate. Pretend none of this ever happened.
No. It's far too late for that. And your boss knows everything that happened, remember? You can't just make them forget all of that.
Oh, well, that's fine. I don't care what he thinks of me. I'm getting fired, but you still have your job. You can support me until I'm back on my feet, right, honey?
Why would I do that? There's no benefit in that for me. I'm not letting you leech off of me after what you've done.
But it's the right thing to do, isn't it?
If I wanted to freeload her in my house, I'd get another cat.
Don't you feel sorry for me? I mean, I'm basically a stray cat at this point. No, please help me. You can't just leave something cute like me out on the streets, right?
Don't call yourself cute. That is gross.
Oh, please, honey.
And stop calling me honey before I barf. I don't have a single drop of sympathy for you. In fact, I'd prefer if you rot out on the streets.
But I'm gonna lose everything. I don't even have a job anymore. What am I supposed to do? Oh, please, just help me out for a little bit. Don't leave me. I promise we can work this out.
After that, I finalized the divorce with Jackson. I, of course, got the money I deserved as well as compensation for my stuff that he threw out. I even got him to pay for Snowflake's vet bill. I guess his workplace is short-staffed and can't afford to lose any of its employees. So, luckily for him, he avoided getting fired. Instead, he was demoted and now works as the receptionist for the office. And of course, he's receiving much lower pay now as well. His coworkers basically all turned on him as well. After finding out what he'd done to me and seeing footage of him and the manager's daughter, they were horrified. They basically avoid him at all costs. On the other hand, I'm doing well. Snowflake made a full recovery and we are living together in a new apartment. I had enough of relationships for a long time, maybe even forever. Because of that, I haven't been out dating or looking for anyone. I'm perfectly happy living alone with my cat. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more.